The prediction of academic achievement in college can be determined by many factors, such as standardized testing and student grade point average. Good morning. My name is Brendan Davis, and today I will be speaking about the correlation between high school academic success and collegiate achievement of students in the United States. The Scholastic Assessment Test, also known as the SAT, is a standardized test used for college admissions and can be used to determine the collegiate success of students. The scatterplot provided by College Board demonstrates that correlation. As we see an increase in SAT scores, or as we see an increase in freshman GPA, we also see an increase in SAT scores. You don't really see many 4.0 students receiving scores in between 300 and 500. You mainly see 4.0 students receive scores between 600 and 800. Over time, researchers have reviewed the validity of the SAT through many studies performed at different colleges who use the SAT in their admission process. As stated by Win J. Camara, the majority of these studies use high school records and SAT scores as predictors and freshman grade point average as a criterion representing success in college. Validity studies have consistently found that high school grades and SAT scores together are substantial and significant predictors of achievement in college. So, Edward Berger states a change in SAT score of 10 points corresponds to a change in first-year cumulative GPA of 0.02 points. These results are statistically significant, which means that the difference between a 1400 and a 1600 on the SAT corresponds to a GPA difference of about 0.4. This scatter plot is very similar to the one shown earlier. So, as you see a rise in freshman GPA, you also see a rise in total SAT scores. You don't see many 1.0 GPA students getting scores in the 1500 and 1600s. You mainly see them getting scores between 1100 and 1200. This bar graph here shows the percentage of high school students who go on to earn a bachelor's degree or higher within 10 years. A average students, 76% of them go on to earn a bachelor's degree or higher. 50% for B average students, 27% for C average students, 12% for D average students, and 3% for F average students. As stated by John Paulos from the article, Do SAT Scores Really Predict Success? He states that SAT scores of students at elite schools are considerably higher on average than those of students at community colleges. Yet both sets of students have similar college grade distributions at their institutions. He then states only 10% to 20% of the variation in first-year GPA is explained by SAT success. This means that the relationship between SAT scores acquired in high school do not necessarily determine the collegiate achievement of students. And those SAT scores are really only used for getting into more prestigious colleges rather than other institutions such as community colleges. Thank you. What questions do you have?
All right, first question. Was there information that you needed that you weren't able to find?
I pretty much found all the information I needed. I would have liked to use more information, but the information I did find that I did not use, it just wasn't credible because of how old it was. Yeah, or its author.
Okay, and the next question. Can you explain explain the level of certainty you have about your conclusion of the data that you collected?
I would say that SAT scores do have or high school academic achievement does have a correlation with the collegiate achievement of students, just because how you perform in high school also prepares you for college and how well you'll do there.
Could there also be a relationship between GPA,
yes.
single family versus divorced family, socioeconomic status?
Today,
as a predictor, I mean.
Yeah. Yes, that could, but today I just focused on GPA and really SAT scores.
All right, cool. Thank you.